welcome everybody. I'm Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com, and I've got the Pisces April horoscope. It's a big month around the corner for everybody, with a solar eclipse in Aries and also Mercury Retrograde on April Fool's Day, the first of the month. But first I'm going to draw two tarot cards as theme cards for you. So let's go to the board right now. Here we go. And we'll look at these cards and then your horoscope. So, passionate Pisces, what do I see? I'm in the shower and I'm looking at a shower curtain. This is just suggesting to me that it's time to clean up your act in some way. And as you have an affinity with water, I think that's probably a good way of putting it. A shower, a bath, maybe take some long baths. Drink lots of water, go to the beach and be more in your natural element. So maybe there's some emotions from the past that are coming back up again and you need to sit and reflect on those emotions. The card that comes out for you for the first half of the month, I'm going to go with this one, is the King of Pentacles. Wow, I'm getting so many Pentacles cards coming up in April for all star signs. It's quite amazing. Just about every star, well, not every, but a lot of star signs are getting Pentacles, put it that way. You could take a leaf out of this guy's book, because this is all about being organized with your finances. He's quite a generous soul. He's not mean with his money. However, he's worked hard for his money, but it's time to relax and have a little bit of the harvest and have some fun perhaps. This person is a very astute business person, and you'll see here he's wearing purple. So although he's quite logical and good at dealing with money, he does listen to his intuition. It's not all about the thought processes. It's also about listening to your gut and intuition. You didn't get this harvest from nothing, basically. There's green in the background too, which is good for money as well. So King of Pentacles, you could meet somebody like this, or you could find this energy in yourself, which is always good, because then it can never be taken away from you. All right, so second half of the month for passionate Pisces, it's all about nurturing. I see bowls of soup here, cups of soup, and so nurturing your family and friends, but more importantly than that, nurturing yourself, because if you nurture yourself, then you'll be able to nurture other people for a much greater period of time. Let's see what card we get around that. Well, they're not bowls of soup, they're actually little cupcakes or scones or something, but it's the same sort of energy. Nurturing, often children, but if it's not children, it's like actual physical children. It's your own inner child, or the inner children of other people, so to speak. It's all about family, home, and being kind to people and making people feel comfortable in your home. So a lot of green here for growth as well. Growth through helping others, but also helping yourself. So that's important. So there are your two cards. So bear those in mind while we look at your horoscope now. All right, so you'll see a lot of the activities in the first quadrant here. It's all about yourself and your money and interacting with people around you, but at a close level. So this is not about big community events so much as just staying home, close to home, and not really doing too much where you're going out and about too much, unless it's locally. Locally, there's some energy comes in at the end of the month to go locally. There's no aspect patterns to begin the month, so you don't have to think about that. We do have on the first day of the month mad crazy Mercury Retrograde. Look, it's really not mad and crazy, but that's a bit of the social media kind of energy, or how everybody carries on about Mercury Retrograde. There's always positives and negatives in any planet or in any retrograde. It's in Aries, here in your second house of money, and so there is a lot going on here with money. Mercury here suggests there may be some confusion or miscommunications about your finances, your beliefs, or your possessions. So when I talk about beliefs, I'm talking about the things that you value. Maybe they're changing. Before, you may have valued money more highly if you needed it, and if you don't need it, well, you don't value it as highly as you used to, perhaps. So just watch out for miscommunications, and any travel that involves money or transactions, possessions, or your value system could also be delayed or mucked up in some way with Mercury retrograde. Okay, Mercury is going backwards here. These dates, 1st of April to the 25th of April, when the retrograde proper is happening, but there's a week either side where it's shadow period, when the energy is coming on or going off, so just be aware of that. Venus is also in Aries. Venus is in Aries, and this is on the 5th of April, bringing probably a polite, courteous manner in dealing with money. But Venus also looks after money, and so it could be that she's influencing you to overspend in some way, to buy beautiful items. So just remember this guy up here. He didn't get here by flashing the cash when he didn't have it. So be very cautious about overspending. The solar eclipse in Aries is on the 4th here, and this will bring a new beginning around your finances and possessions, and you may think of new ways to make money. So it's a new start, and some people may have been through a dark time with finances, trying to make ends meet, and then all of a sudden it eases a little bit. You catch a couple of lucky breaks perhaps under the solar eclipse energy. The sun goes into Taurus on the 19th. That's here. I'll just move all this stuff out of the way because I can't see what I'm talking about. The sun goes into Taurus here in your 3rd house, and this brings a lot of insight and probably success around your communications, dealing with people in your local area. It's the 19th, so it's still Mercury retrograde, but it is coming to the end. So by the end of the month, the sun here will really help you really understand and have a lot of insight into what's happening. It's great. It'll be a great time right at the end of the month for marketing, for promoting. If you want to promote yourself or you have a business, that would be the time to do it. A lot of insight around studying as well. And yeah, studying could be a thing. And while I'm saying that, I'm getting something arriving in the mail, which might be in connection with study. Used to be in the old days, everything could be in the mail, or now it's by courier. So maybe there's a package around, maybe it's some books or something to do with study materials. Now, next, the full moon in Scorpio up here in your 9th house suggests there's some sort of shake-up around wanting to explore the world, grow your life. It's the house of the big picture. It's the house of the higher mind, and study may become more important to you. Maybe you haven't been doing it, or you've started something, you haven't finished it. So there's some sort of shake-up where you have to make a decision to carry on, and maybe you'll make the decision to do it, in fact. But yeah, some kind of intense, compelling feelings associated with this shake-up on the 23rd. Venus moves into Taurus on the 29th here, bringing beauty in your communications, politeness, courtesy. Thank God for that. There's not enough of that in the world these days. And you could even meet a beautiful person in your local area, or maybe new neighbours move in and they're beautiful people or something like that. And also distant relatives, siblings, cousins you may hear from as well. Mars moves into Aries on the last day of the month, the 30th, and that's here in your financial zone, bringing a lot more ambition and a lot more energy. It's like you really want to surge ahead. Perhaps you haven't been able to, while I'm talking, I've never had this feeling before, but in the back of my right heel, I don't know if this is right for a specific person or for all Pisceans, but in the back of my right heel, it's like the Achilles heel is finances for Pisceans. I suspect there might be some truth in that. The good thing is it's very hot energy that's flowing there and it's moving. So there's some sort of healing that's going on to do with the Achilles heel, and a male could be involved. And we do have this male energy here, which is the King of Pentacles in the first half of the month, that might have something to do with it. You also have Chiron, which is conjunct your North Node here and conjunct the Sun early in the month, like before the 19th. These three together, which is quite a potent energy for healing. Something could come up about finances and it's being put in your face for you to look at so that a healing can take place around your money supply. It's conjunct the North Node. It's bringing an element of destiny, and an element of karma is associated with this. And you're going to get some sort of insight into the matter. So maybe you never thought about a spiritual wound regarding money, perhaps, but there's some sort of karma and understanding that you're going to pick up. The sun's going to enlighten you about these true energies that you may carry regarding finances. Maybe it's something like, you could ask yourself, like, do I have scarcity mentality or do I have poverty consciousness? Maybe focus on those sorts of things. You'll get an answer. Alrighty, so that's it. Passionate Pisces, thank you so much for watching and listening today. I hope this is helpful for you. Please leave a like and a comment, that would be fabulous. And if you're new, subscribe and be alive. I would appreciate that. Have a wonderful month, everyone. I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.